up,
Because like
guys?
how last time we
Heister
did
here,
early play.
and we're back with another episode of this fucking bullshit. You might notice
Yay.
that the
I
recording
hope you
is
made sure
dumb
that the
and
audio is
stupid
recorded.
and like half empty because Taylor's not here, and so I was supposed to like be able to
My
voodoo
computer's not broken.
magic
I
use
can't
his
do anything.
computer to record, and then it didn't work. So I have half of the recording set up. So that's nice. And I'm sure that when Tyler gets his new computer, it'll run so well that he'll be able to add interesting effects to the blank space for every single second of this video.
Oh, don't worry. I'll add a big ass fucking mustache. It'll be the hairiest you ever haired.
Hell
Before.
yeah. Anyways. Hey, Owen, do you want to do the recap?
Yes. Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Too bad.
Oh.
Hey, Alex, want to do the recap?
Oh.
Alex said no.
But it was my week last week.
So,
Am I actually doing it or is someone else doing it?
I almost said PvP. No, Alan's doing it, I think.
yeah, I am.
Okay.
Last we left off, the Tidebringers arrived in the town of Lithicine Harbor and quickly realized that this was very much not an average town. Adventurers were everywhere. A halfling literally walked up to them and was like, "Hey, can I buy a dragon scale?" And he did. They
For 60 gold
visited
pieces.
the shop known as Mithril Miracles, a crystal construction that was a Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion spell gone wrong.
Woo!
And was turned into both a blacksmith and an enchanter, selling various magical and non-magical weapons, armor, and items, mostly crystal-based and mostly made of mithril. You met one of the proprietors, Archpraetor Dom Roberick Viskeltadan. Don't ask me how I'm able to remember that name without looking it up. And
I don't believe you.
decided to trade the profitable aspects of the dragon corpse you had carried with you to him in exchange for a total of 1,000 gold, plus removing the vaguely undead presence from the Swordfall that Gilda has been carrying.
Mm-hmm.
You looked through some of the items that they had for sale, decided that you didn't necessarily want them, and went off to find the next member of the party, according to Darren, who had just kind of pulled Poyo aside for a second, handed him an address. You traveled to a rather overfilled apartment complex and met Reuben and Hetzel, who
Pretzel.
needed work and decided to come with you because they were scared of the landlord coming around to collect rent that evening. And so they headed out with you, and you made your way to the last grotto inn, where you met the proprietor, Xander, and a little bit of light conversation, and got rooms for yourselves, and that was about where we left off. Valiard had not been there for the second half of this. After leaving the Film Miracles, he had gone to speak with the art trainer in his tower, the center of Liechtenstein Harbor, and then had done some other business. But
That-
the sun is setting, and since the opening of the grotto faces east, there's very little natural light now filtering in through the opening, and the space is lit exclusively by the lanterns hanging on chains from the roof of the cave. All of you, except for Valiard, are kind of sequestered away in a small kind of side room with just a single table. Kind of like it's almost like a circular booth sort of thing. Enjoying dinner.
Huh.
The world is yours.
Munch, 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 munch. Munch, munch. Slurp, slurp, slurp.
It is delicious.
Munch me, munch, munch, munch.
Oh, I know it's delicious. I've been here, remember that.
Magically nutritious?
Ah, yes.
I mean, it might very well be, considering what you've seen so far of this town.
So, tell me about yourselves, since I really don't know any of you.
You know, that's probably a good idea, actually.
I'm just distracted on Eden right now.
Working together, we should know each other a little bit, know each other's capabilities.
Well, that's only fair. Hey, Leo, go first. I just kind of nudge Leo.
Alright, then I'll go first. Okay.
Well, my chicken.
I would say I am a healer of some sort. Yes, yes. I do enjoy myself some alchemy every now and again. It has been my trade ever since I was a little boy. And when I found out the whole alchemy business, I needed some some money on the side, so I started a business selling alchemist potions and ingredients and whatnot.
Alright. And
And then, yeah.
alright. Well, it's nice to formally meet you now.
Likewise.
And, what about you? What about you with the spikes?
Not for much, honestly. Oh yeah, I forgot. The whole magic dragon thing. I just kind of blurted out.
Magic dragon
you
thing?
see- Yeah, magic dragon, remember? I yelled that out.
One of those a couple years back. His name was Puff.
Huh. That's who you keep
Puff.
talking about.
Yeah, you remember the stories.
Yeah, no, this is the actual dragon who just kind of not harasses us, but
Anyway, he just kind of shows up. he's like our main boss in a sense. Manager? I don't know.
Now, was this the guy who sent you after me and Ketzel?
Yeah, gave us the address. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And little bonus trivia, he gave me magic abilities like I'm trying not to say it out loud so I don't accidentally fire it off, but blast.
Alright.
Alright, here, how about I say the first half of his name, and then you say the second half?
No, I was talking about one of my spells.
Oh, one of your spells. One of your
yeah,
spells.
you know the one. You know the one, Eldritch Blast. I accidentally cast it.
Just a bolt of force just kind of suddenly apparates in front of Poyo's face, and it doesn't go anywhere. There's just a ball of very angry force just hovering like 6 inches in front of your nose.
Alright then. And you miss? I turn to Gilda and kind of look at her. And you miss?
My parents own a shipping company, so I kind of grew up on the water. It makes it easy whenever we need to travel, because I can just walk up to someone and basically name drop, and I can get us a ride for free. Don't pollute things. I will kill you. The land should not be tainted by creatures like ourselves. We can live off it, but once you start destroying it, it's time to die. The world's alive and we're alive. If we kill the world, we also die.
You know,
Absolutely important discussion to have, but we were asking more about what you bring to the team. What are your... I see you're wearing armor. Have that big old axe there. Know how to use it?
Yeah, no, pretty much I am a death radius. Anything within 10 feet of me is going to die.
Huh.
Noted. You see Ketzel scoot his chair back a bit.
Well, that seems to be everyone
Ketzel
around
scoot
here.
his chair back a bit. This is the food. Wait. Hold on.
Oh god.
Now
God.
Scoots
it has
closer
a
to
magic
me.
Around the booth a little bit.
Yeah.
He pushes and you.
He's like scooting on top of people.
And shit.
He scoots over Poyo's lap to the other side of Poyo.
Roll to see if he gets spiked.
Oh, he gets spiked, alright.
Oh, no.
I also,
He takes 1 point of piercing damage.
I also think I have a magic sword now that is not haunted.
It was haunted
Which is
before.
Actually,
I think we still need to pick
yeah,
that
there
up,
was
though.
kind of a soul stuck to it.
Yeah.
Actually, funny story. One of our members tried to throw it in lava. Whoa.
Good times, am I right, guys? Good times.
After.
Hold on, one of your members? Are you not all here?
No, one of us went to I have no idea. He just kind of.
The mutinous one ran off somewhere.
Yeah. He does that a lot. You get used to it. when you eventually meet him.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, as you are having this conversation, Thaliard, after walking back into the town, from your
location.
experiments,
You hear a loud boom from his eldritch blast.
you are heading to the tavern, then?
I am.
Okay.
I definitely am.
Are
I
you?
also met that guy and I asked about the bunch of dumbasses who brought the dragon in, and he pointed me in that direction.
As we took care of that off camera, with Owen actually physically able to speak.
Yay!
Speaking of which, Owen's able to speak again this week.
Hey!
Speaking of which,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Fuck you,
You're all
Alan.
week, guys.
Still not well, but I can at least speak.
So, yeah, you'll get there in a little bit. I just want to make sure you were heading towards the tavern. I didn't remember.
Yes, no, I am. Slowly.
Yeah. Tetzel kind of says, well, I suppose I'm next, then. Unless you wanted to go first, Ruben.
I can go first. Well, I have a great axe that I use a lot. I need to pull up my character sheet because I don't remember what I have in my pockets.
What's a character sheet?
It's sort of an accounting. It's an accounting term. It's something adventurers keep, just to keep track of all the treasure that they find, and sorts of. It helps them problem solve sometimes. Very useful tool. They keep mine right next. to
I
me.
just kind of guessed.
Well, used to keep it next to the scroll before that broke up.
Yeah. Anyways.
Like a band?
It happens a lot around here.
Yeah.
People go on adventures together and find out that they really don't like each other, and set off for greener pastures and never find them.
Alright, so, you know, I know a lot about the land. I used to work as work on a farm for my family, for a long time. So I know a lot of the nature aspect of things. So I could probably tell you a few things. I don't know if that's anything helpful. Oh, I do this thing when I get angry or something really just makes me angry or really upset. Weird stuff happens, and I don't really know what that's all about.
What do you
One
mean?
time he summoned little spectral jellyfish that exploded.
Yeah.
Not make the landlord happy.
Has this been a
Sounds
normal
fun.
occurrence for you? Has this been an always
That
thing for
doesn't-
you?
You know, I mean, it
Was
definitely
this
happens
something
when I'm
since, like, you were a
angry.
kid?
I mean, you know, that's a hard question. I couldn't tell you for the few first years of my life, just because I was a pretty happy-go-lucky kid. And it more started happening in my teenage years. Not sure if it. Alan.
kind of shit Ketzel would say.
Okay.
Sigh.
So I can't really tell you if I was born with it or if something happened. But other than that, I can hit things pretty
Something
well.
always happens when he gets ragey.
This kind of happened one day.
Yeah, kinda. I can just. I mean, again, I could just stick to hitting things. I'm pretty good at that. With my battle axe, I can hit some heads.
We do need a guy who's very good at hitting things.
Hitting
So-
things is always good. I do a lot of that as well, but I don't have any special tools for it. I prefer to use these, and he just kind of flares his fingers dramatically, then curls his hands into fists. But that's not my only capability. I
the
also
tip.
have a sort of connection with the wind and sort of air magic. For example, you just feel a blast of wind hit
Oh,
you
so
in the
you-
face.
So you can. Ah! Oh, that's cold.
Sorry. But now you know.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So, how long have you guys been doing this adventuring thing?
I don't know, like, what, a month?
About a month.
Yeah, not really that long, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a month.
Oh,
That's not a long time.
well, I suppose that makes us the experts then, Ruben. First time
Yes.
for everything.
I mean, it suppose it does.
I would
Oh,
certainly not
pretty
say
fun.
that, but. Because just because we've only been adventuring together doesn't mean that we haven't had to, like, kick ass before. Like
What
at
about
your
past
sister's
perception?
wedding or whatever?
All of ours?
I think I am a
whopping 17.
whopping 12.
Where's my perception?
Passive perception.
Look
So
at
it's
this
gonna be
fucking
right
dude.
under, on
Skills.
the left-hand side, under the column of the
It's-
stats and the skills.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
need
a-
mine as well?
It's above cool frequencies. Yeah.
Everyone except yours, Elliot.
Okay.
I think it's just to see if Aliard to come in.
Am I can't find it.
Mine is 14.
Is it under like what would it be?
It's like the big number.
Okay, would it
It's under skills.
Okay, so under your name, there's the column of strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Keep going
Yes.
straight down.
Okay.
Do you see it?
12.
Hey, you found
Nice.
it. Good job. High five.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you.
So that was, what was it, 12. Leonidas, you said yours was 17.
Yeah.
Poyo, yours was what, 13?
That's at 12.
Oh. Okay, well, anyone with a 14 or higher,
Exactly 13.
well then including you,
Damn.
you kind of notice and from the table that you're at, you don't have a view of the entrance, but you just kind of notice the, noise
Okay.
level outside just suddenly decrease. Thaliard, you come up to the entrance to the last grotto bar, and you kind of walk past the kitchen outside, and most of the folk there are busy. It's the dinner rush, so no one really spares you a second glance. But as you step in to the tavern proper, there's a hush that kind of falls over the room, and you look around, and there's just maybe 2 or 3 dozen pairs of eyes just looking at you.
I just
You hear the sound of a bowstring being pulled on one corner.
seeing this, I just kind of bow my head and then just walk out. I see the party. I still walk out.
You wouldn't see the party from where you had just entered. Just as they
Okay.
there's no view. Since it's in like a kind of secluded area. As you begin walking out,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a single set of footsteps kind of running up behind you. You turn around and you see Xander, who you have not met, but the proprietor of the bar, this generally half-elven figure, kind of
Mhm.
tall and broad with short black hair that has a streak of pastel blue go behind his left ear, green eyes, kind of colorful pirate clothing, and there's a
Yeah.
rapier sheathed on his hip.
Arg.
He just kind of runs up and stops maybe a few feet short. He's staring at you with just a look of utter shock.
Thalia doesn't say a word. He just motions towards the door, slowly and clearly.
I thought you were dead.
I'm sorry, my friend. Do I know you?
Oh. Sorry. Come with me. And he kind of motions quickly.
Okay.
Kind of leads you in the tavern and through the tavern. And it's still kind of quiet, but most of the patrons seem a little more comfortable, given that Xander is just like right next to you. And you see the halfling in the back who had kind of pulled out a short bow and taken aim. And Xander just stares him down. And he just kind of shrinks back into his chair. But you pass the room where little side room where Tyler picks that. I think that's Tyler.
Wait.
I don't know where
Yeah,
the
I guess it
status
was Tyler.
came
Ah, peace.
from. But yeah, leads you past kind of the opening where the party is seated. And those of you with that 14 passive perception would notice Xander and Thalia are just kind of hurrying past towards the back of the tavern.
Thalia looks confused. It's quite
Speaking of
silly.
overconfidence, Gloria gestures towards his direction.
Hey, that's the guy. Fuck.
Try to call over to him. Hey Thaliad, we're over here.
Just a moment.
Oh, okay.
And I follow Xander to wherever he's taking me.
He leads you into another, like, it appears to be one of the rooms for rent here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's currently unoccupied and just kind of opens the door and closes it behind. Sorry, I forgot I was like this, and he pulls a ring off of his right middle finger, and you watch as his form suddenly shimmers and shifts into a female dark orc that looks intensely familiar. You would recognize it.
Huh?
Vasil, you're alive.
I don't go by that name anymore. And he kind of puts the ring back on, and the form shifts back. But, yeah. How did you make it out of there?
It was Veku. He cast some sort of spell. I was the last to go. Sorry, I don't know why I'm using the voice. Sorry, it is strange seeing someone from that time again.
Small world, I guess.
Not after what we went through. Not really. It's been years.
What, over a decade?
What, I think near 15.
I lost track. After the attack, Zixicus hunted me down. He changed. He sort of took my old body and put me in a new one. Well, I'm Xander now.
I'm Thaliad.
Still
Still he. Though I dabble with they every once in a while, but mostly still he.
So what are you doing all the way down here?
I arrived here. I imagined that Veku was trying to send us somewhere different. Did you arrive with others, or was it just you?
No, just me. And I didn't get very far. It was only a half mile away from what was home.
I arrived in the Shattered Isles.
So you've been here the whole time then?
I've not been home. I originally arrived on Caldoran Caldoran. Obviously, well, I haven't been in any other form than this whole time. I was cursed before I'd even made it out of Castania. I spent years hoping one of you
Do you know what that curse means?
No, I don't.
There's a reason they call him Corpse.
I didn't even know who did it.
I said it earlier.
Not until the moment you'd said their name. The corpse stealer.
Corpse.
Thief.
Steel is doesn't have as much of a ring to it.
Of course it doesn't. But I know what that means.
Body's somewhere in a cage or test tube or something. He has it. He has mine too, but I'm not really interested in it. This is better.
But you were beautiful. All those years.
It wasn't me. And the curse kind of helped me realize that. So I made a ring and I changed my name and pronouns. It's worked out. I've been running this bar for 8 years now.
And I still find you beautiful as the days. Are you happy?
Happier than I've ever been.
Glad.
There's been a lot of struggle getting here, but I've been given this opportunity to live as the best expression of who I am. I miss home and everyone who lost, but I don't want to go back.
I understand that.
You disagree?
In the past 15 years, I have dreamt every day about returning to what was. To be able to finish my studies properly. To have a home. Don't you miss your mother? And your father?
Look at me. They wouldn't even recognize this. You didn't. You knew me better than almost anyone else.
Except Lavaris.
Oh, scoundrel.
And Mansell. Can only imagine where they are now.
I suppose if they lived, they made a home for themselves like I have.
I wish I was able to have done that. I arrived in South Caldoran. I found my way to a town, believing nothing had changed about my appearance. And I was shunned. For 3 years I had to survive on my own. There were so many times I almost gave up.
Never want to give up.
Hmm.
You weren't always the smartest of us, but you were the most stubborn.
Very true. You have to understand that I will try everything in my power to get home, to see them again. You know that.
And I guess there's no chance of starting over.
I'm on a mission, it seems. Beyond my own personal one. A being of higher power has requested my aid. For what purpose and what end,
That
I
wouldn't
don't
happen
know.
to be in any way associated with the Dragon Knight that strolled into town today.
Hmm.
Would it?
That very much would. They are as close to friends as I've had for years.
I won't hold you back.
Nothing about you holds me back. Please tell me you're at least still know some abjuration magic.
Of course. And he kind of rolls up his, or like, kind of, shows you his left arm where you can see a scrolling, kind of shifting black and white tattoo with just hundreds, if not thousands, of arcane runes just kind of shifting back and forth. You recognize some of the spells in it.
Of course.
Keep it with me at all times.
It's better than me. And he would notice the book on my side. Traditionalist, you might say.
Well, when I was figuring out what I wanted to look like with this, he kind of taps his finger on that ring. I was given a bit of leeway.
When I'm rested, I can usually provide myself with.
For a short period of time, sure. That's how I got by until I'd made the ring.
I don't know if I'll ever fully change back. I know of ways. There are writings hidden throughout even the Shattered Isles of beings who change their body. But it was costly. And unfortunately, I think I'd be the only person able to cast it of my group. Which means I'm stuck.
You're more free than I am. I have a reputation in the business. I'm happy, but I can't really leave anymore. I've found my spot and I've stuck to it, and I've been here so long, leaving would... Anyways, you and your group will always have a home.
Thank you, Xander. Right, I better return and see what mischief they've got up to.
Xander kind of takes the coin that the party had paid for the meals and rooms and just kind of passes it to you. Take that back to the group for me.
Are you sure?
Family discount.
Thaliard goes and kisses him on the cheek, and then returns to the group.
Kind of ruffles the back of your hair a little bit.
Yeah.
He shields himself from the cough.
Shut up. That's an out of character cough.
Yeah, okay.
And that was another one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
While they're having that conversation, what are the rest of y'all doing, saying, talking about?
I'm shoving this large cob up my. No, I'm kidding.
Listen, I would have been all down for role-playing that, Tyler.
I mean-
God.
Hey, want to see this corn up my nose?
Boy, do I!
I think we need to be a little more drunk for that, to be honest.
Listen, all you need is skill and luck.
Oh, do you have the skill, huh?
Yes.
Alright, what about the
I
luck?
don't have the luck.
Alright, yeah, I'll
Let's
give you the
see.
luck. I'll give you guidance.
Okay. Boom. Oh.
Oh. Alright, bro, add guidance to that. Add guidance to that.
With a natural 20, Poyo manages to, without harming himself, somehow use his nose to whittle down the cob of a corn on the cob enough that it will fit up his nose like a Q-tip.
Alright, now I'm
See?
scared. Now I'm scared, guys.
See, be afraid.
I'm scared. Bartender, I think I need a drink.
Give me a drink, bartender.
Maybe a couple. Maybe a
Like
barrel.
trickle of nose coming out of Poyo's nose.
Dang, I got it. It right in the bag. Yeah.
Saliard, you kind of walk back over to the table.
Yes, I do. Hello? Room for one more?
Oh, welcome, welcome. This was the other part of the, other person in the party we were talking about, Ruben.
I'm back.
Yeah, this is
That's
Ruben,
Ruben.
and this is,
Oh, I'm gonna take this cob out of my nose.
Ketzel.
Quetzal, yes.
Ugh.
Pleasure to meet you both.
Where did you storm off to?
I, spent some time talking with the Archpraetor. Just there, I have met Santa previously.
Oh.
just had a conversation, and yeah, tosses the bag of gold to Leo.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I don't remember how much we paid.
Well, fortunately for you, I can tell you the prices that are there so that you can map out what you bought and figure out
Oh,
precisely exactly what exactly you might have spent. So rooms are 1 gold, 5 silver a night.
We got 3 rooms.
Great.
And then, I believe for lunch and dinner, since Ruben was there, a returning customer, I believe he charged you a gold per plate for both lunch and dinner. So that would be 1 gold per person who is eating, and then 1.5 gold per room.
Alright.
So
Did we
you
pay
add all
for
that back
Sally
to your
RT?
inventory.
So I don't know how much.
Ruben,
Did you-
Ketzel, Poyo, Leo, Gilda. I think were the 5 of you that wanted to the tavern originally.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to remember how much you originally told me I had.
So that was 5 gold. I told you 33.
So
Okay.
it's 16 gold and 5 silver all around.
So you can, yeah, Leo, you have that. You can split it up or keep it or whatever.
And I also have another surprise for 2 of you.
Oh,
Are they good
I,
surprise?
is it food?
yes. I spoke with Blaze, and apparently you were interested in some items.
Yeah.
Poyo, can you please put your hand out?
Hmm?
Or both hands out.
Oh yeah, sure. I kind of do this, like, you know that Iron Man thing where he does the repros. That's what I do. I just like.
Just the what?
He holds his hand out straight forward, palm facing you.
Okay.
As
Yeah,
if
close-
Iron Man is about to shoot you in the face with his palm.
And then I just gently move his hand so it's facing up, so I could place something into it.
Yep.
And then I just say, "Close your eyes."
Okay.
And then I just place into his hand. You feel 8 fairly heavy circular objects land in your hand.
Bagels? Tiny bagels, right? That's what I'm
Open
feeling.
your eyes, Poyo.
They feel cold and metallic.
Oh. I mean, oh, it's those rings.
They are the
that
mithril knuckles.
transform into the... Yeah.
You saw them in use, so I'm assuming you are aware what they do,
Mm-hmm.
at least somewhat. And Leo,
I
I
don't
have
know.
something for you. I have something for you as well. Are you currently wearing any boots?
Me, boots?
Yes, you.
Oh, well, I am wearing footwear, if that's what you're asking. I don't think they're technically boots, just shoes.
Thalia just reaches behind him and pulls something off and just throws them at you. You see 2 leather boots with wings on the end of them.
Oh my word.
Oh my god.
Gilda, I looked and spoke, and there wasn't really much that you were particularly interested in. The mariner's armor, you said something about it being useful, but not at all times. And I'm so sorry, my new compatriots. I wasn't aware of your well, both of your existences properly, so I couldn't select something that would
Hi,
help you
I'm
both.
Pretzel, by the way.
And
Don't
Pretzel,
remember if I said that
pleasure to meet
already,
you.
but I'm saying it again. I'm Pretzel Fablion, adventurer extraordinaire. Just here for
Insight check. Insight check.
Sure.
On the adventure extraordinaire part.
His name.
Oh, that's the GM. Whoops.
Hi, my
With
name-
a
Insight
total of
check.
18. He has been on some adventures before.
More so the extraordinaire part of it.
You get the sense that while he's been on plenty of trips, he
Mhm.
hasn't necessarily taken part in a lot of the fighting. He's done so when it's happened, like, on the road, but you get the sense that he doesn't necessarily go into the ruins, he just kind of walks with people to them.
So, tour
Like
guide
a travel
extraordinaire.
companion. Or a guide.
I'd let you just
He's
say.
Shaggy.
So, tour guide extraordinaire, and you are.
I'm
I
Ruben.
believe. Pleasure to meet you, Ruben.
I give him a little finger wave from my
Pleasure.
corner of the table.
Ruben's a.
Tiefling.
What race? Tiefling. Yeah. Okay. Pleasure. I'm assuming if Karenth selected you, you have some form of abilities.
I mean, I can hit things with my battle axe.
And apparently his rage summons popcorn.
That too.
Poyo, I think you just did that.
Can I do an Arcana / history check?
You can certainly roll an Arcana check if you'd like.
Yeah, that's a natural 19 for 25.
Being a druid, or being from a, mostly
Druidic.
tribe,
Mm-hmm.
you necessarily studied a lot of the wilderness,
Mm-hmm.
Including some aspects of the Feywild. And you remember from your studies that some people who are infused with some of the unpredictable magic in the Feywild, that magic becomes kind of tied to their emotions. So when they experience like bouts of rage or extreme euphoria or like absolute crushing despair or just extreme emotions, sometimes magic tends to flare up in their vicinity.
Interesting.
And
Magic.
I have, I suppose you could say wind magic. It's not necessarily a specific discipline, it's just the wind finds me agreeable and I it.
Are you some kind of fighter, or are you more nuanced, per se?
A little more nuanced. I don't fight with weapons, I use these. And he kind of holds up his fists.
So you are a living weapon in itself.
Living weapon that use the air you breathe against you. Remember that next time you call someone a tool guide.
Well, I am exhausted, so I will be heading up to a room if we have one. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Going to eat.
I am not always...
You can grab a little bite to eat, and then you can go up to bed.
I am perfectly
What is some of
fine.
this corn?
It is at this moment that you guys would notice that, like, almost coming up from Thaliard's, like, the veins coming up from Thaliard's chest just seem to be kind of pulsing with a small bit of energy. And as you look at him as he's standing there, he's seemingly get more and more tired and more faint, as if he's very injured from something internal. I am perfectly fine. I just need some rest.
If you're sure.
I am very...
Leo and Poyo, go ahead
Hello.
and roll Arcana checks with disadvantage.
Oh, great.
Oh wait, Alan.
Oh.
Yeah, that is about as much as I expected.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That happened yet? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we went through and redid some of Jordan's stats. Just a
That's
little bit. You
fine.
probably noticed on the slideshow.
We didn't yet, but now we do.
Yeah.
Ah.
What
I-
is Poyo not the is Poyo the only dumb character now?
Maybe.
Is that it?
They're all alone now.
Cool. Great.
Well,
Yeah, no, with a 5 and a 12, nothing.
I wish you all adieu.
I kind of wave by.
And I go up to one of the rooms that we have, and I start my process of taking a long rest.
Okay. Maybe a couple minutes later, those of you still at the table would see Xander, just kind of walk up. Thaliard's an old friend. I'm sure he told you. But I wanted to tell you myself. As long as you're adventuring with him, drinks, rooms, food gears, don't worry about the cost.
Oh, really?
That's rather generous, to be
thanks.
honest.
Yeah.
It was very important to me. I thought he was dead for a very long time. So, finding him, it's bittersweet, but more sweet than bitter. Anyways, enjoy your evening. And he just kinda
Thank you.
awkwardly-
Thank you very much.
Me too. I just kind of stretch my arm and just wave, just keep waving as he just leaves and I'm like, bye, so long.
Poyo and Leo, you can see the stats for the items that Thaliard got for you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I added to my inventory.
I added to my feature the drink bonk.
Nice.
Yeah. Ha ha.
Some of you who know what winged boots are might be wondering, is Alan crazy for allowing them in the campaign? Yes. But
No, because I will
From
forget to
two-
wear them and use them.
And attune to them.
Yeah, I'll just forget to attune to them.
anything else, any other conversations that any of you guys want to have before long resting?
Alright, how about a few more drinks before we all hit the hay? To call this a good night.
Well, I'm gonna go take a bath. Y'all can do whatever you want.
Cool. Hey, is there a pool table here?
No, but there is a pool.
Darn it.
And about this time,
Well, I got nothing.
The pool is full, so you can't use it. Like, because whether or not it exists or not, sometimes.
Yeah.
That bit of
Alright.
last week.
Yeah. I slightly do, surprisingly.
Hey, good job, man. Well, probably.
Yeah, we did it.
I know,
Yay,
right?
We did it.
We did it. With Emo. We did it. Alright, well, I think I'll just finish my drink here and go to bed.
That's what I think.
That's what I think too.
Slurp, slurp. Derp, derp. Slurp, slurp, derp, derp.
Alright. You guys all can mark a long rest on your sheets. The rooms are comfortable. It's a little bit cold.
Yeah, for
The beds are warm. The rooms all have like small basins where you can bathe, and wardrobes, and a desk if you wanted to take care of anything. But yeah, you can all mark down your long rest.
Woo!
You all.
Yeah,
I
we
needed
slept.
How do I?
I needed it.
I'm assuming I wouldn't have to mark anything down since I haven't done anything.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
you haven't expended any, like, uses of any of your abilities or lost any hit points or anything, then you don't have to change anything. But on a long
Yeah, you
rest,
basically
you
just-
regain all of your hit points, you regain all of the uses of all of your abilities. Like for you, Alex, that would be all of your rages and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you regain half of your expended hit dice if you've expended it.
And spell slots. But you don't have any, I think.
No, he doesn't.
'Cause barbarian!
When y'all set out for Lithside Harbor, I believe y'all were planning on looking for any sort of ruins, maybe right around the harbor. There's also the
Yes.
The whole gravity ruins that you guys kind of
Which I
avoided
still
earlier,
think
but
is dope.
you guys could choose to go there if you wanted to.
Isn't the gravity ruins on the other side of Ender Peaks?
Not quite. So, if I pull up my
Whoa.
map of the Shattered Isles real quick.
Hot dog.
Everything is on fire.
It's the mid house.
So it's through
It's
the
like
bottom of the
you're-
Underpeaks rather.
Jailhouse.
You're right there.
So we
And I
can't
thought you
go
said,
through the
like-
northern pass of the Underpeaks. We'd be going round towards the southern pass if we went to the gravity ruins.
Here,
yes.
Alan.
It's almost like Owen has a good memory, whether Thalia.
Didn't you say that was around where the gravity ruins were?
Hold on, I have to message something.
Sorry, I wanted to send you some birds.
Yes.
Aha, I was right.
So yeah.
But we went through that northern
Sorry,
passage.
though.
Yeah, you went through that northern passage, that northern gap in the mountains.
You know, where we found a
traveling
fucking
to
dragon.
the gravity ruins would involve traveling south to there.
Yeah.
But taking Quetzal with you, you can kind of stick to the more traveled paths, because he knows them, because he's been on them significantly. So you can avoid rolling for like random encounters every day if you wanted to.
What are the
That's,
chances?
that's how
And I'm
part
just
of the
throwing
farm.
this out there. What are the chances of us staying in Liechtenstein Harbor for a week?
Yeah,
Is there
you
a
can-
reason
you
we
can-
need to be here for a week?
You can also stay here if you want and like take some downtime. Y'all just got some items.
I got an
And I'm
item
revving to go.
forged.
How about you guys think about that, discuss amongst yourselves. We'll go ahead and go to break, and we'll come back when you've made a decision. Sound good?
So we'll come back next week.
Tyler, break at 1:13:40. Anyways, so you guys come to consciousness after your long rest.
Man, I do love consciousness.
No, you don't, Tyler. Oh, you
Well, Poyo does. Well, that's why I'm role playing to like consciousness.
Everyone, make sure you mark your long rest.
Nothing changed.
Many things changed. I have spells again because I don't use them on Tensor's floating desk anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want you to carry me, please.
I actually
Don't
can't.
carry me,
Yeah, carry me, please.
bro. You probably literally could just. How much are you weigh, Leo?
Like, I don't know, 60 something? I'm a small guy.
Simple. Just use your hand.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, 90. Whoops, my bad.
Fuck.
So, you have decided over the course of the break that you're going to look around Liechtenstein Harbor for any kind of ruins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to try to get a boat to look with, or are you going to travel by land?
Well, it worked for us
I
so
think
much the
Gilda
first time.
wants to travel by boat. I don't know.
Thaliard is going to suggest land.
Isn't
the
the
better-
bay in the Liechtenstein Harbor and Liechtenstein Bay, aren't they like the same fucking thing? But like one's water.
Well, I mean, they're
Liechtenstein
both
Harbor
water.
is the name of the town that is on the coast of Liechtenstein Bay. The bay, if you look in Voice Chat General, the bay is that whole expanse of water, that like whole chunk taken out of the island of Vilsora.
Oh, okay.
Here, give me a second.
Yep. Liechtenstein Harbor is just the town, which is where the blue circle is.
There you go. So the tiny circle inside is the harbor, but the big circle is the bay.
Yeah, there you go.
You're a big
Alright.
circle.
I mean, do we want to split up into groups and take like different sections of it?
Ooh, I don't think splitting the party right now is a good idea. I don't think it's ever a good idea.
No,
I mean, we certainly
ending?
can.
No,
You know what?
we could, but that would be a bad idea.
I completely agree. We should split up and search the best
What?
we can.
Of course, you would say it, Mr. I split with the party so many times. Man, boy.
We don't know how dangerous this place is, to be honest. We don't know what dangers lie
Also,
here.
we don't have,
I can
we don't
figure
really
it out
have a
pretty fast.
concrete.
Alan,
The
Yeah,
other
what's up?
side of the party can't, maybe.
I would. Would Ruben have like some knowledge of like what's around there?
Danger sense.
Yeah.
Danger sense.
Most of what Ruben. I
Let me
think Ruben's
rephrase. Should I
really only
roll?
seen the coast of the bay once when he sailed
Okay.
in. adventures that he would have been on would have been in the inland, in the Underpeaks.
Okay.
Alright, but what about Quetzal?
Now there's a good question.
You're asking Quetzal what kind of dangers you can expect from the water around here?
Yeah, from the bay.
Will inform you that some of these stone columns can host a number of flying creatures.
Ooh.
Like seagulls, sure, but also there's harpies, there's terracins, which are like almost like half stag, half bird. Abomination sort of things. There's griffins, there's all manner of things that fly and eat fish. Like to nest on top of the stone spires in this particular area. In the water, there's maybe not so much danger from underwater. One of the other major dangers that you would talk about is just strange magic, especially within 10 to 15 feet of a pillar. The aura that Milsaurus has that affects magic of 3rd level or higher gets stronger. And so it would affect more different types of magic and more simple spells as well.
I think that it is best we do not go underwater. For personally my safety, and I am not good with weapons. Well, most weapons.
Also, I can't really breathe underwater, and yeah, I like the land.
That wouldn't be as much of an issue. There is a way around that.
Well,
We have the capabilities to
do
get around
have
it?
air magic. I'm not 100% sure if I could funnel air to everyone super deep, but like 10, 15 feet I could create a little funnel directly to your mouth. So you could breathe.
We're leaving today, aren't we?
I believe that's the plan. No reason to stick around town.
Unless we have something else.
If we are wanting to go underwater, I have a possibility, but Leonidas, I may need you to help me just in case.
Are you planning on making a potion of water breathing?
Nope. It's going to get a bit more complicated than that.
Oh, great.
Would we, if I do this, are we willing to go underwater today?
It depends what you're planning on doing.
For 24 hours, I can possibly give us the ability to breathe underwater.
I
Oliver?
don't really like that possibly.
I believe if I combine one of my abilities in divination magic with something else, I should be able to theoretically cast a spell that I am aware of but cannot personally cast.
Okay, so again, all these what ifs kind of get me nervous.
Are there any repercussions to trying this?
I could die.
Well,
Well, not that bad. You know,
Petzel's eyes just widened. We're talking about adventuring, and the first thing you suggest
Listen,
is the possibility of death.
Alan, and I go ahead and do it.
oh god.
I say the words,
Listen, a friend of
and
mine
I'm
said
trying to
death
use it to
is
cast
temporary.
water breathing, thinking about dragon
Oh,
turtles.
hocus pocus.
Alright, we're all dead.
And I'm going to use my portent
Mm-hmm.
for a total of 19.
Go ahead and roll.
I'm using my portent.
Go ahead and roll.
So you tell me I can't use it for it.
No, you went ahead and used it. I will.
But it
take-
had no effect?
I will take its effect into consideration.
Fuck me.
Listen, you did this to yourself, man.
Brought this
Oh,
upon
thank
yourself.
God. Oh.
Yeah.
Telling you, Save.
So you hear Thaliard speak a word that you've heard him use before, and you all kind of instinctively hear it in the same way that you heard the ancient language at the obelisk. You kind of instinctively
Oh God.
think through various thoughts of dragons and specifically dragon turtles, and the word fades from your mind, but you feel your breathing, you kind of feel the air around you feel a little bit thicker, especially when you breathe in. It takes maybe a little more effort.
Did it? Would I know if it worked?
You have successfully cast water breathing
Oh.
On all of it?
on all
Whoa.
It affects 10 creatures for 24 hours.
Whoa.
for the next 24
Alright,
hours.
give me the
all
damage.
of you will breathe underwater.
Wow.
I could have died.
You could have died. Your 19 gave you a total of 25 there.
Was it
Oh. Oh. Because I can't even cast that spell. So that would have been. Yeah.
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 Oh. Oh. Oh, that was a heart racing moment. Alan, finish the goddamn class.
No.
No. No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will. This is more fun.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Maybe for you, but on a random whim, I could fucking die.
That's life, man.
No,
You
it's not.
probably won't die. The cleric is right there.
The cleric can't cast Revivify yet.
Yeah, but you're not gonna take
Who says
twice
I'll
your
ever?
hit points and damage.
Alan, refer to our
It'll-
mid-session session where I
It all comes
almost
down to
did.
if I save you.
With a natural one, I almost did.
Not
That's what
twice
happens
your hit
with
points,
ones.
just like your whole hit points.
You have to go down into the negatives your whole hit points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're at
It
full
did
health
that.
right now, you're not going to go to negative full health with one use of this ability.
Anyway,
Also, Poyo and Leonidas are contact with disadvantage.
Maybe next time. Next room like this. Skidonk.
Oh.
20. Whoa.
You really don't need. You really don't.
Yeah,
need
that's what I'm talking
advantage
about,
for me.
Polly.
I have a 0.
yeah.
There is literally no.
Leonidas, you kind of, as the word that he spoke, kind of reverberates, you kind of think back to the obelisk that you had learned the word tall from, and you start to kind of feel the connection that that word has to the essence of magic. You can use that word that you learned, the word tall, to attempt to cast any spell that you can think of that would be related to that word in some way. The base DC for this is 11 for a cantrip, or 11 plus twice the spell level. And it's a saving throw with your spellcasting ability modifier. the DC might be adjusted upwards for a kind of flimsy connection between the word and the spell you're trying to cast, or might be adjusted downwards for a very strong connection between the word and the spell you're trying to cast. For example, the word tall, you can probably use that to cast the enlarge set part of enlarge reduce very easily, just because that's a pretty strong connection. It's just, make this thing tall. If you fail the saving throw by 5 or more, you take 1d6 necrotic damage for each point that you failed the saving throw by. So if you fail the saving throw by 5, you take 5d6 necrotic damage.
Or if you fail by, 12.
You fail by 12, you take 12d6 necrotic damage.
God, I'm so
Not
glad I
that
didn't
that
choose
happened
rump
to
for my
me.
word.
I'm just
Jordan,
telling you, Alan, every day I still regret it.
Jordan, welcome to what I learned during the mid-session episode.
Alright, now I have to go through every single spell and see if it makes me tall or not.
In beginning,
Enlarge. Yeah, we said.
Yeah, I did say enlarge.
Yeah.
It can be things from not on your spell list, though.
Yeah, any spell. As long as you can find some way to connect the word tall to the spell, you can try to use this ability to cast it. But the stronger the connection, the more likely the success. And the weaker the connection, the more likely you fail, and the more likely you take ass loads of damage.
And the higher level, the more likely you take ass loads of damage.
man,
That is true as well.
By the way, do I
Should I
get any
be
effects for
grateful
casting a
for-
third level spell?
Actually, that's a fair point. Roll a d100 for me.
Oh god.
oh,
16. Why? Why me?
because you're the wizard.
Oh, thank god.
Wait, what'd you say the spell save DC was? Was it wisdom? Intelligence? What was it?
It's your
It's
spellcasting
your
ability
spellcasting
modifier. So for you, it's
Oh.
wisdom because you use wisdom to cast spells.
Okay,
For
that
Tyler,
plus 7.
so
Hello.
Leo, it'd be charisma. because
It would
he
be
uses
charisma,
to
but it's
cast
never
spells.
gonna happen.
For Thaliard,
It's never
it's-
gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, you have to succeed on that DC 20 Arcana check before you can figure that out.
It's not gonna happen. That's what I'm saying.
One of these days, I'm just gonna give you advantage.
One of these days, Thaliard is gonna roll an at 20 for his portent, and he's just gonna be like, "Oh, yo, succeed."
Hey, Alan, do you want me to attempt to cast an 8th level spell?
No,
I
I would very much rather not have to instantly kill your character right now.
Again.
Again. You see why I was like, oh, hey, that spell exists.
It sure does.
You know,
By the way, I'm gonna eventually
should
make
I
a
be
list for
grateful
you.
that I got a word, or should I
What'd
be
you say, Tyler?
ungrateful? Should I be grateful having a word while Gilda has like nothing?
You should be grateful having a word, because as long as you can connect the word rump to a spell. I
Okay, like
mean,
what?
The first thing that comes to mind is Charm Person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how
Wait, you only
flirty
charm
is
the rump?
Poyo.
Blinding Smite.
He is very dumb in terms of that.
Could be
Well.
Cloud Kill.
Could be. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, I'm
Or
good with
commune
that.
with,
That's
or
a
commune
connection
with
there.
nature. Commune with nature. Oh, even better. Contagion.
I don't like that one.
You don't?
I don't like
Alan,
that.
Alan, I felt that shiver. I
Fine.
felt that shiver.
Fine. Here's a lovely 5th level evocation spell for you.
Gilda's gonna
Destructive
walk away
wave.
from the party and leave the cave.
What?
This isn't a cave. This is a McDonald's.
It's
Hi,
also
welcome to
a cave.
Wendy's.
But Gilda's gonna
Why
head
is there a
towards the water.
McDonald's in a cave?
She's noping out.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is all been
also
out of
gonna
okay, fine.
go along with Gilda.
Yeah, and I want to be in play.
Okay.
Alan,
Okay.
before we actually leave to go and to do ruin-based stuff, I want to buy something real quick.
Okay, what do you want to buy?
I want to buy 2 platinum rings for the spell warding bond.
Yeah, that's easy enough to find.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead and spend the 100 gold for it.
Bonk.
I follow Gilda and go.
Okay. So, you guys are searching over lands. Are you
I'm
going
not.
to go to the north or to the east? Are you going to go northwest along the coast, or are you going to go east along the coast?
I'm
I
following
think-
Gilda. She seems to be
Or are you
Sure,
splitting
where
the
she's
party and going both ways at the same time?
But who's going with who?
Gilda's just walking straight into the water.
I'm just following the water.
Okay.
You know what? Straight into the water? I think that sounds like north.
Yeah, I'll just dive right in.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
guess we're going.
Guess we're going this way.
All right. So Gilda, since you seem to be leading, what's the plan? Hike half a day
Go
along
to
the
Well-
bottom of the bay, and then hike back. Since water breathing only lasts for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Searching for ruins at the bottom here. Will someone roll a d20 and someone else
Me.
roll
What?
a perception check?
Before
I'll
we
roll
do
perception.
that,
Okay.
Channel Divinity, Deep Sea Ambassador.
Go ahead and post that in the
Yes.
chat. I'm fairly certain I know what it does, but I want to be sure. Okay. Okay. You reach out to, we'll say, a collection of clownfish.
Dolphin? I don't know.
Within 30 feet.
Ooh!
My son, have you seen my son?
Nemo!
Ooh. I asked them, have you seen any strange shapes? I don't know if fish would understand ruins, but human construction question mark?
Recent current events have happened in and around their homes. The fish reply that they have seen some, and they tend to try to avoid them because they cause problems, and there's not usually much prey there.
Can I ask them where it is?
They kind of waggle their fins at you, like follow, and start swimming in a direction.
I follow them.
Okay?
We gotta lead, boys. We gotta lead.
Do any of you guys have a
Do it.
swim speed?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I have a swim speed equal to whatever my usual swim speed is.
Okay. None of you have an innate swim speed.
I
so
think
you're
it's 0.
swimming at half speed then. So each of you, while you're underwater, your speed is 15.
Cool.
My speed's 20. Fuck y'all.
Alright. Speaking of all this, hey Alan, does rabbit hop work underwater?
You can certainly try.
No.
Okay.
Wait, how do rabbits swim?
I don't know, man.
They drown.
Big feet.
They just drown.
We need to know.
Big feet.
How do porcupines swim?
Beaver.
They have arms. I feel like porcupines swim like doggy paddle. I'm not gonna
We
lie.
sure do.
I feel like porcupine.
I feel like a lot of animals.
Yeah.
They don't have tails to propel them though, Gene. It's
I mean, true. Poyo has other things. After all, he does know the word for rope. He could have a tail if he wanted.
I have a tail?
You could. All
Oh.
you have to do is figure out how to cast spells with that word, and then summon a tail upon thine own rump.
Which is not gonna happen under normal circumstances. You know what?
I mean,
I
you
use
can do
animal
whatever
handling to summon a
spell.
tail. Oh.
I was gonna say, no, whatever spell what's his face was using to put the claw on his arm, you can put that on
Not
your
a
ass.
spell.
Not a spell.
It's a feat.
I don't think I want a dragon hand on my ass.
Alan, once
Jordan,
we're
did you
once
just
we're-
really?
Look, he's
Hey.
cute. Look at him. Look at him go.
Once
Oh
we're
my
under
God.
the water Allens,
Put
I
that in
would
the
like
video.
to cast mage armor on myself
Okay.
because I need it.
Alright,
I will
that is
say
adorable.
you follow the fish for longer than Deep Sea Ambassador lasts. You follow them for maybe about an hour. Okay?
Okay.
So you can't talk to them once you get there, but they lead you to what almost looks like a broken glass window in the floor of the ocean that's just kind of covered in muck, except for one specific part where water is flowing out and in. It's kind of like almost like a heartbeat flow. Where it's like alternating.
Wait, where?
But I think
Just don't do that.
No, shut the fuck up. Don't do that.
Bad.
Bad. Cool idea, but like not with online.
Annoying
D&D.
as hell.
Not with online D&D.
I think that we'd be best going down there.
No, but like, where going down? Where? I didn't hear the description.
Oh, so the kind of the sea floor, the muck on the sea floor kind of gets a bit thin here, and it's like what appears to be a big old window, just on the sea floor, flat, that you're just walking on, kind of like a skylight. And there's a specific part where there's a hole in it, and the water is kind of going in and out of it, kind of out in, out in. Like, it's
Can we
kind
see
of-
through the window?
It's kind of pulsing.
I just hop in it.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, can we see through the
Roll
window?
a
No,
dexterity
no.
saving
Yes,
throw.
you do.
Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Thalia would like to certainly try.
I want to look through the window.
Well, I want to look through the window.
Set up the map real quick.
Y'all can.
Set up the window.
Okay, so, yeah, Gildy, I'm sorry, you, failed your dexterity saving throw.
No shit. I would never have guessed.
So you are kind of hurled into this kind of whirlpool area here. Yeah. You'll pop around here. You're kind of spat out the bottom here. You land prone, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you just kind of fall and roll across the ground.
I just kind of get up afterwards.
Okay. And you are in a lit hallway. There's lights along these, what appears to be tables. This is the window in the ceiling that you kind of fell through. And you can see now it's not just a window, it's a whole sphere here that seems to be just churning internally with water. And there's various cracks in other places where water is just running off into what looks like a cave system. There are doors here,
Guys, I think
here, and a closed door that looks partially collapsed down here.
So you said that they're on tables. Can I try and see like what the lights are? Like, are they lanterns? Are they like bioluminescent?
They are like light blue glowing orbs of light. They seem to be some kind of arcane illumination.
So magic light.
Yes.
I'm gonna head towards the first door on the left.
Well, meanwhile, the rest of you are following in.
I do.
Yep.
Okay. Those of you
I go
who
immediately
are,
in.
following in, y'all can go ahead and roll dexterity save at advantage, given that you kind of saw what happened to Gilda, so you can prepare for it.
Down I go.
Yeah. Oh. Can I do a superhero landing?
You absolutely can.
Fuck
Can
yeah.
I do a less
Yard,
impressive superhero landing?
take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of fall across the moist stone floor here.
Moist.
The rest
Moist.
of you don't take any damage, and Poyo, you just land in the most badass way you've ever done. You don't have to use fortune on Ketzel, he succeeded.
So he already rolled, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
What a
God damn it.
what a talented young man.
Leo. Poyo. Valiard. And I don't actually have an image for Quetzal. I was supposed to have one, and then the person who I contacted about drawing him just never got back to me. So he is.
You should
He's
put a
blue
pretzel.
now.
You know
There he
what?
is.
I should put a
I
pretzel.
found
You
him.
should make a map.
Hold on.
Put a big,
Make a map, Mercy.
big like soft pretzel.
Big
Yeah,
pretzel.
soft pretzel.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Guys, I got this.
Or pretzel man.
His doorman put a pretzel. It's his brother.
It's his brother.
Sure, this isn't accurate at all, but this will work.
No way.
I can't wait.
Show me the pretzel.
Show me.
Show us.
Show me.
It's not
Show me.
How dare you?
Oh.
But yeah,
It's David Hasselhoff.
you all kind of land in this space. Thalia, the thing that you're on top of is kind of like a stand, both for ostensibly observing the water in the sphere, as well as speaking to this kind of appears to be a cafeteria sort of thing.
How many doors did you say there were in here?
There's
Yeah, could
one
you-
here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. And then
Alan,
there's a door that's
if
like double doors that are like partially collapsed, caved in over there.
If you're hitting
There you
stuff,
go.
I didn't see anything.
Well, whoever is
I'm highlighting stuff. I'm gonna do red now. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
thinking-
up here the water just seems to.
Yeah, I don't.
Up at the top, the water just seems to flow off into caves.
Give me like un momento. I think my roll 20 crashed.
That's certainly plausible. But yeah, Gilda, you said you were going to the topmost door on the left.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Whoa, it's hallway. Whoa, it's more hallway. What more?
And
Whoa,
there
it's
is
Quetzal.
a doorway
Quetzal
that is
man.
an open doorway there, as well as a doorway there that is open. They both look like they used to contain doors, but the doors seem to have been damaged or burned. I mean, there's scratched and burn marks around the door frames, and it seems like the doors were forced open, possibly magically. Kind of
Whoa.
head out
It's
there.
spooky.
Can I go up into this one up here?
Yeah.
Do. I'll go down here.
You see it next to the door you saw earlier. This right here, this is an open doorway. This is a closed door here.
Can I try and open this door up here?
Yeah, it's unlocked. You open it up and it opens into what appears to be some kind of arcane laboratory that has been thoroughly raided. There doesn't appear to be anything of value left behind, but you can see like test tubes, beakers, scraps of parchment. There's like arcane runes scrawled on pieces of paper that are just tacked to the wall in random places. It's a little bit disorganized. There's also chairs arranged in here that maybe people would have sat in, and no desks except for the one over here, which is more of a workbench than anything else.
Is there like drawers to the workbench, or is it just like a table?
No, it's a full workbench. There's drawers and like cabinets and little spaces
Are the
to
cabinets
keep
like
odds and
open?
ends.
Are they open? Are they closed?
They're all closed.
I want to look through them.
Um, as you reach out to one of the handles and tug on it, it doesn't shift. It seems to be locked.
Okay.
How about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
I go straight for the front, for this main door here. Or at
Down
least
there?
doorway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's a set of double doors that is kind of like it's partially bowed into the chamber that you're in. And you can see like rocks and bits of debris have kind of cascaded down a little bit in the places where it's broken.
Yeah.
Ketzel is going to follow Ruben, so we'll end up there.
I assume there isn't anything on these
Wow.
tables here, yeah?
Um, nothing of note. There's some
They're just
very
fancy.
old, rusted, like metal cutlery and like plates and such.
Any gum on the underside?
You look, and the underside is suspiciously clean of gum.
What? Witchcraft?
Presumably, yeah.
Eat it.
What,
Might
they eat
give
the
you
non-existent
superpowers if you
gum?
eat it. Yes.
You can go down to the bottom left door.
See if I can fix character slideshow. That was definitely this out.
Uh-oh.
Oopsie daisy.
It should fix itself.
It didn't.
Oh. Then oopsie poopsie.
Character slideshow?
For the recordings that I know you don't watch because you don't care.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
I
This
played
is
this
the
game, I don't need to
archive.
watch it again.
There we go. I think it's working again.
You think, but is it though?
Well, presumably. Okay, Leonidas, you're going down to that over there.
Yes.
There is a long hallway
Who's the
there,
wrong?
and it connects to the hallway here. There's like a lunch, like maybe not a lunch area, but like a table with chairs around it. You can see like a half set up board game is there. Set of dragon chests with some of the pieces missing.
The
Ooh.
4-player?
Oh my god.
It is not.
Damn.
It's 5 players.
No!
Oh shit.
No!
7 players.
There is a open doorway here, a open double doorway here, and a closed door here, as well as a closed door here, and another doorway here that looks like it was forced open. So you can see into what looks like a dorm room there.
Have all these looked like they've been ransacked?
For the most part, there's a significant amount of... But it looks like the people who left didn't necessarily leave in a hurry. It looks like they had time to prepare and pack up and leave for the most part. Like they were getting ready to leave already, and then something happened and they had to get out of here quick. Hence the half-set-up board game that they didn't have time to pack away. Some of the cutlery from where the tables were still set up, but like most of the personal items are gone.
So not ransacked, a flood.
If I like go into this dorm room, I
Or,
won't
like,
see any like
rooms.
strewn about papers that have any writing on them.
Roll an investigation check.
Anything about tall people.
Boy howdy.
Meanwhile, Thaliard, what are you up to?
Thaliard is just kind of looking around at some of the stuff. And he's gonna walk towards this door here
Okay.
and open it.
You see some windows here. Along with a open doorway here. And a closed door there.
Goes through the open doorway. Or looks at least through it.
Okay. You particularly recognize this style of room from your experiences, from your previous experiences and your previous training. This room with the magic sink in the middle that you recognize is a room designed for casting spells, both alone and with a partner, as why it's two-sided, so that you can cast spells at each other without risk of significantly harming each other because of the magic sink. And
Continue
there
forward.
are kind of balconies with like tables in between for the spell books and all sorts of stuff.
Is there anything of that description in there?
Roll an investigation check. Meanwhile, we'll go back around. Gilda, anything?
So what were these rooms again?
These two rooms here.
Yeah.
They look
Dorm
generally. This one looks kind of like a study or an anteroom, and then there's a closed door there. Turn off sounding so I can point better. You can see the arrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this looks kind of like an anteroom. There's cushions, and like some study materials strewn about. And this here is a counter. It looks almost like a mini kitchen. And then, like I said, the closed door there. This appears to just generally be a dorm room. Same general design as this one with the beds and table and kind of mini kitchen setup.
So in the study room, are there books almost like a study?
There's like study materials strewn about on the floor. There's no full books, but you can look through and pick up like pages of notes.
Can I pick it up and see what language it is?
Roll a intelligence check. Based on your previous experience with the language, this appears to be Ancient Core.
Okay. I would like to go through the closed door.
Okay. You open it up?
Yep.
there is a window right about here. This looks like a dorm room for a single person. Maybe, given the study area, maybe this could have been maybe a senior student. But you see a couple of bookshelves here, with a few books still on them. Most of the stuff is gone, but a few books are still on them, along with a few small figurines. The bed is stripped, and like I said, there's a window there.
The figurines, anything I would recognize?
Roll an Arcana check, and we'll come back to you.
Right after these messages.
Damn.
Because I'm
Oh my
trying
god,
to,
you know that
go around in circles based on time.
Why is my my dice are super salty. They're either giving me 1s or 19s.
Roll 20 does not like you. Roll 20 does not like you.
Yeah.
It's either one or the
Ruben.
This is why
Ketzel,
Yeah.
I wish I could
following
use my
along.
dice.
What are you up to now?
So you said in this room that the workbench is locked. Like, I don't see, like, a key or anything for it, or, like, any sort, like... Is it, like, a key lock? Is it, like, a padlock?
You don't necessarily see a lock, but you grab the handle and, like, the drawer doesn't open. But you don't see any reason why it would be, like, a fake drawer or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll an investigation check to look for, like, a switch or some sort
You know
of
what?
something.
Sure. I'll do that.
Ketzel will help you on that, so you have advantage.
Alright,
So
give me...
toggle that at the top of your character sheet before you click
And
investigation.
it's... This one.
Yep. And we will come back to that. Poyo, I believe you're next. What are you up to?
Yep.
Slam the doors open.
I attempt to slam the door open.
Do you push or pull?
Sesame.
I push.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
You gotta do it like Patrick.
Athletics, I say.
Open sesame.
I think it says pull on the side.
Open sesame! 7. I did it.
You roll a 7, you push, and more like rocks and dust and bits of debris kind of leak through the door. You get the sense that it is just like some kind of collapsed cavern on the other side. You don't think you're getting this door open anytime soon. And even if you do, you'd probably have to dig through debris to get to whatever was originally on the other side of it.
Can I punch it in frustration with the ring?
With your new knuckles.
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
You kind of form your fist, and the mithril shield kind of forms over your fist, and you punch forward. You do not feel the impact at all in your hand, but you hear the note of the mithril kind of striking against the door, and it's just this clear ringing note that just lasts for like a second.
Damn it.
You unclench your fist, and the knuckles kind of return to their ring form.
I kicked the door in frustration.
Let's see, Leonidas, you were next, right?
Is there?
You were rolling an investigation check, looking for...
Various papers, anything I could read, basically.
Okay.
Things that look like words.
Similarly to the other dorm room, you find, after a bit of searching, you find a long-forgotten notebook of some kind. You open it up, roll an intelligence check.
Skidonk. 10.
You don't quite recognize the language. You recognize some of the characters, like from your experience with arcane formulas in the past, that you've had to study in your pursuit of alchemy. But you're not quite sure what to make of it. It's some kind of notes on spellcraft or alchemy or something, but you're not sure what language it's in, and you definitely can't read it.
I'll pocket it.
Okay. You can add old notebooks to your inventory. Anything else while we're on you?
You said there were doors down this way?
Yes. This is an that is an open doorway. That is an open double doorway, and there's an open door here. I will say it's not where you drew it. It is there. That is a closed door, actually.
That way.
Yes, there.
I'll try the double doors actually on the top.
It's an open doorway. So you just kind of look through it, and you see a long room with some kind of arcane stand on either end. There are small windows in each side. 3 on this side, 4 on this side. Through which you can see the hallways on either side. On this end here, there is just a massive yellow bubble. And roll a perception check, just from how far away you are.
24.
4. The glowing yellow orb is mostly opaque, but you can kind of, even from this distance, vaguely see inside of it. Whereas the runes and the stonework on this are aged and weathered from years of being underwater. Inside the dome, they are perfect and pristine, and there is a man standing frozen right there, as if his hands are ready to cast some form of spell.
Oh, that's good. That's what I like to hear. You said there are runes on this circle here, yeah?
Old and faded, yes.
Do I know what these runes are?
Roll a intelligence check and we'll come back to you.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Valiard, you were next, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I roll badly.
Yeehaw.
And your roll was for...
Trying to see if there's any magical things on the shelf.
Yeah, you see some components along the shelves here, like spell components. Just base stuff. Gum,
But
Arabic,
no-
like small worthless things that you would find in any component pouch.
But no spell scrolls.
Nothing of value that you see.
Okay. I leave this room, but take note of it and go to this closed door.
Okay, do you open it up?
I certainly do.
You see what appears to be another grand dining hall. In this case, circular. And there are shelves of tomes along these shimmering barrier. There is a glowing Eulenheimer flask on the center of the table, on like a big pedestal that looks like it can rotate and dispense fluids into any of the old and rusted metal cutlery sets and cups and whatnot that you can see placed around the table.
So you said there was an orange shimmer on these tomes?
Yes, there's an orange shimmer just across the entirety of the bookshelves.
Can I read like a single one of the spines, or is that not easy to do?
The whatever enchantment is here seems to be specifically intended to prevent snooping.
Okay.
The shelves are locked, and the shimmering orange barrier gets kind of foggy wherever there's spines. So if there were titles, you could read them, but you're not sure if there are or not. But you can tell that there are books on the shelves.
Would I know roughly how powerful this kind of magic would be?
Roll an Arcana check, and we'll come back to that.
Oh boy.
Well.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, I
Gilda,
really
we're
wish I
back
had
around
that
to
for
you.
Yep.
Do you have a check that you were waiting on?
I rolled it, and then I realized that the dice were being really finicky, so I would like to re-roll them now that I refreshed roll 20.
Sure, I'll allow it. What were you rolling for again?
Arcana.
Okay, what were you trying to find out?
Oh, there was like little figurines, and I wanted to see if I recognized them.
Yeah, gotcha. You're
Not
not
I know what they are.
necessarily
It's not a
sure if they're
21.
magical or
It's
not,
not an
but
at one.
you do recognize them as a full set of spare pieces for a dragon chest set.
Cool.
Ostensibly, if you wanted to, you could take them down to the two-player normal standard dragon chest board here. That was like halfway through the game, and you could play if you wanted to.
But Dragon Chess isn't a new thing, like we know about it.
Oh yeah, no, the game has been around for as long as pretty much anyone can remember. It's often used in various schools that are like a little bit higher brow, especially schools of magic, because not only does it help build intelligence in general, but it also kind of helps build the specific pathways in the mind that would help a wizard to channel their magic. It kind of just
Like in The
builds
Sims.
proper thought process.
Alright, and then you said that this seemed like it belonged, like the room belonged to a senior.
Some kind of upperclassman, given that there's a study and then just a one bedroom. So it's a much larger single dorm, as opposed to the smaller dorm that you would see here that is 3 beds and then like the tiny table and the mini kitchen. This one has the mini kitchen, some shelves, some more shelves, 1 bed, the 2 different rooms, and then the little study area on the floor here.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up all the books and papers,
Okay.
and I'm gonna keep them.
You can add to your inventory 3 Ancient Core tomes and Ancient Core Notes Senior.
So, 3 ancient 4 tomes.
Remember, Kor.
And then you said 3 pages senior?
Just Ancient Court notes senior.
Alright, and then I want to go down the hallway in this direction.
In that direction?
Well, I don't know where the hallway goes.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay. Is this a door right here?
There is a door there. Window. This looks like a sort of like window side study area here.
Yeah.
And there is a door here, here, and here, and they are all closed.
I would like to go into the door that's right here.
Okay. You open it up and find yourself in a dimly lit kind of exterior, quote unquote, cavern. Despite the complete lack of sunlight, the amount of bioluminescent fungus and molds and lichens in here provide enough light for you to see. It's basically dim light, and it's enough light for the trees and the grasses that are down here to have survived. It's a kind of strange sight to know that you're at beneath the bottom of the ocean, and yet you're looking at plant life that you would associate with a typical forest or even a mountain forest. These are types of spruces and pines. And
Interesting.
you there, Ruben, you rolled a investigation check to try to open up the thing.
Yeah, to find like a switch or anything that indicates to open it.
Yeah, with a 17, you find a particular set of arcane runes that your innate connection to magic just kind of focuses on. Like, every time you look at it, you start to feel a specific emotion. It's not quite excitement, but it's like anticipation. And just every time you look at those runes.
Are they on the workbench?
They are. They're like kind of secreted away on like a side panel.
Trying to think if there's like anything I can do to like understand them.
Bonus action cry.
I would let you roll a just a Constitution check. Constitution or Wisdom, your choice. Try to hone in on exactly what you're feeling based on your connection with magic.
I'm gonna do a Constitution check.
Okay.
And that is not with advantage.
No.
Why?
Castle
we
can't
go.
help. With a 13, you kind of focus on the feelings that you have, and it's anticipation, but there's no sense of risk. And your fingers are kind of itching. It almost feels like you just want to put your hand on it. You're like,
I put my hand.
Something's gonna happen. You kind of palm the glyph, and it kind of glows and flashes, and light kind of shines through your hand for a moment, illuminating the bones and veins and whatever. And you hear as all of the locks in the workbench disengage.
Hell yeah!
You and Ketzel, I will assume, look through the workbench.
Yeah.
You find what appears to be a old spell book of some kind, as well as 23
Whoa.
electrum, 4 gold, but it's not a kind of gold piece you recognize. This is a very old style of currency. And 4 platinum.
I'm gonna pocket all of that.
Yeah. You don't like I said, you don't recognize any of the specific coin shapes or like inscriptions. They're all very old. But you do recognize the general material that each one is made of, and you figure you can probably spend it similarly to how you would spend modern coins.
So, how much did you say I found?
23 electrum, 4 gold, and I think I said 12 platinum.
23,
23, 4, and 12. We'll go with that.
and 12. And the spell book, can I pocket that as well?
Yes.
Old spell book.
Old spellbook?
Yep. Yeah, you heard that correctly.
Okay, can I leave this room then?
You can, but that'll be the last thing you do, and we'll keep moving around the circle.
Alright, well, I know I want to go up here, so I'm just
Where
gonna
are we going?
shove them up here. Because there's
Okay.
another door up here.
Yeah, I don't remember if I said it before, but there's a door right there.
Oh, you said there was a door here too?
Yeah, there's a door right there, where the
Wow.
arrow's pointing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just a question, where I was originally over here, this is like a hallway, right?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and reveal it for you.
Alright, thank you. But, I'm gonna...
There is a door right here, and a window right here. Door, for whoever's marking these, I think it's door.
Well, hi, that's me. Where?
Door
Yeah. Or
Lucky you, Jordan.
and window.
oh, window. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. And Ketzel is gonna break off. He's gonna head over in this direction.
See, I didn't know that was a hallway.
But do you know dreams are made of
String cheese?
cheese?
Guys, I
You know
left
that
string cheese on the
airplanes
floor.
in the night
I hope
sky
not.
are like shooting stars.
I could really use some
Do you know
bush
planes are
rockets.
like stars?
Poyo,
Did you
you're
know
up.
pieces face?
What is this, round 4?
Yeah,
Round 3. Round 3.
Yeah,
Wait.
but yeah, I finally give up my stubbornness of trying to slam open this door, and just eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I just picked the left one, cause fuck, why
Uh-huh.
not?
I win.
Okay.
Fuck.
I think I forgot to mention this because it's not marked, but there's a window here and a window here.
Well, is there anything else? Oh yeah, ocean, water.
Well, you're underneath the ocean. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Windows just stand? And said,
What?
like, outside of the windows, is it just sand?
no. Outside
Man,
of
me
these,
when I make my underwater base in Minecraft.
outside of these windows here. Let me my
I do like revealing. Wait a
Revealing
minute.
is fun.
there appear to be like it almost looks like blue crystal gardens, where there's just a
Oh.
field of blue crystals kind of growing, and it looks like they were enclosed at one point, with glass on the outside as well. So it didn't look like there was necessarily any way to physically access them in by design. But you see, like outside of the glass, at the top it's just silt, and as it gets lower, it becomes like striations of silt until it gets to a layer of like rock and rubble.
I tap on the glass.
Yep, that's glass.
Yep. I just wanted to do that.
So, anything else, Poyo?
I decided to keep going left, aka I go straight and just maybe if I'll bump into something.
Something as in me.
Maybe you bumped into Leonidas.
Oh, what did you
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Didn't
God.
see you there.
There's a monster in here. Oh, hi, Leonidas.
Oh, hi.
Oh god! I instantly kick it. Oh wait.
Double
Leonidas,
Norton
you
orc
take
over there?
0.2 points of bludgeoning damage. Round down.
Alright, how do I put that in my,
Round down.
Alright, I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, not
Leonidas, I actually
reflex.
think you're up next.
I am up next.
Hey, I kicked you, and it's your turn now.
Oh,
You're
thanks, man.
Tag, you're it.
Alright, I assume I didn't find anything cool with my 10 intelligence.
No, the glyphs are too old and weathered for you to make out anything.
So, in between the runic circle here and then the bubble is just water, yeah?
No, that is a carpeted floor.
There's a carpeted floor?
It is.
That looks like water, man.
It is a little bit waterlogged, but it is a carpeted floor.
I'll step on to the runic platform here and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens, no. Not from you just stepping onto it.
Is there any, like, strange things in the carpet? Like anything protruding out of the carpet?
Probably dog poop.
Anything under the carpet that I can make out?
The carpet is very, like, waterlogged and soggy and, like, moldy. Like, as you step in here, the scent of mildew hits hard. Doesn't look necessarily like there was anything intentionally concealed under the carpet, though. It just looks
Okay.
like a design choice. Survival check.
Oh, wait a second. 16.
You notice some... Despite how long ago they must have been, you notice some very deep footprints actually entering in through this window here to about here. And there's a just gap in the carpet along this line to where the bubble, straight to where the bubble is, and then the footprints reverse.
I'm gonna make my way over to the footprints.
Okay.
It's the broken window, yeah?
Yes. This window right here is broken.
I'm gonna see if I can try to follow the footprints out and see where they lead. Going outwards.
You look out, and it just leads to the stone floors, the damp stone floors of the hallways.
As they get closer to the bubble, does it give off any heat or anything?
No.
Is it like extruding light like it is right there?
It is shining a little bit. Maybe like bright light in a 5-foot radius, as opposed to the dim light that fills most of the rest of this place just from various arcane lamps. They're not as bright as the ones in the main hall area in the middle where you started, but there is some arcane illumination that is maintaining a dim light, and then the bubble is just bright light and like out to here.
Okay.
Anything else, or do you want me to come back to you?
I'll go. The bubble is how high up is the bubble?
It's about a 10-foot by 10-foot sphere. Ish.
Is it levitating off the ground at all, or is it just
No,
on the floor?
It's like a dome.
Oh, is it like a crater? Wait.
No, it's a dome that goes up and over. So like it's
Oh, okay.
you have the same like stone pedestal as on this side, and then there's a dome that just encases the whole thing and the dude inside it. And inside the dome the glyphs look pristine. Like I said before.
Okay. I'm going to go up to the bubble, and I'm just going to slowly press my hand against the bubble.
It's like you're pressing your hand against a wall. There's no give to it at all. It's slightly warm to the touch, but not very. I wouldn't say pleasantly warm. It's not necessarily warm enough to be pleasantly warm, but it's warmer than its surroundings.
Okay.
And we will come back to you on that. Thaliard, you're up next. What awful plan have you concocted?
Well, first off, what do I get from my natural 20 about this bookshelf?
The secrets of the world.
The spell guarding it seems to be a part of a enchantment that spans the whole room, focuses on the flask in the center of the table, as well as on each chair specifically, and also extends out this hallway.
Oh, so me doing one thing would not easily...
This seems to be a network of enchantments designed to work together to produce a compound effect.
Leonidas, you ready? I yell. Well, obviously I don't yell because real life, but yeah. He yells that through the compound.
Yeah.
Can I hear that?
Hear it echo as pretty much as you're placing your hand against this dome. You hear it echo, and you're like, "Oh fuck! What have I done? What is this dome doing?"
Oh god, I'm dead. This is the end.
And I'm going to think about the innate connection between magic and the dragons, and the ways in which magic can be dispelled. And I'm going to try and cast Dispel Magic with the word.
At what?
At 3rd level.
What are you directing it towards?
Disadvantage.
Oh,
And
fuck
what
me.
specific part of the enchantment are you targeting? Are you targeting one of the tears? Are you targeting the flash? Are you targeting this shelf, this shelf, this shelf, this shelf, or this shelf? Or are you targeting the part that extends down the hallway?
I'm targeting the flask.
Targeting the flash. Roll your save
Thinking that-
disadvantage.
Thinking that it's a central figure to it. Fuck me.
I believe that does fail by 5 or more.
It does.
Because 11, 13, 15, 17. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
failed by
does.
7, so you're going to take 76 damage.
It's a good thing none of us are around.
It was a shaky connection.
Yeah.
He ho ho.
Those are decent dice.
Oh, God.
They're not, like, great by any means, but they're above average. A little bit. Six.
What do you mean they're above average? Just here, 6.
To be fair, 2 of those 6s were a 4 and a 2, and a 3 and a 3.
Okay.
So 6 times 4 is 24. Total of 27 points of damage. Which, if I remember correctly, drops
Yeah, maybe.
And of course the spell
This is what we
fails.
call fuck around and find out.
Yeah, that'll be all that you do for a minute. Let's
Maybe
let's
two.
head back to Ilda. You just entered this sort of exterior garden area.
Alright, I'm going to... Just kind of... I don't know, I feel like there's nothing out here besides, like, garden. I'm going to head back and go through this closed door.
Okay. Opening it up, it's a tiny dorm room intended for one person.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's like you step in and
Wow.
there's barely enough room to turn around between the desk, the bed, and the like kitchen countertop. With like microwaves don't exist, but like a arcane heating device.
I'm going to leave and go this way. Do I see the, I assume, glowing yellow bubble?
No. The door there is closed.
Isn't there a window here?
Yeah, there's windows there, but the yellow light isn't enough to really shine through it.
Okay.
Yeah, Gilda, you are unaware of the yellow orb as of yet.
I'm gonna assume that these other rooms are also itty bitty.
That would be a correct assumption.
I think this one is the toilet.
It might be. Maybe it's another dorm, but everyone uses it as a toilet.
The communal closet bathroom.
The shit box.
The shit drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You can
So
always tell
I'm
that she lives
going
in that
down
dorm.
this hallway. Would I, like,
yeah,
would I
going down that
notice?
hallway, you would notice the glowing. You would notice Leonidas just palming the glowing orb through the window.
And just looking directly at the person inside.
He looks extremely anxious, maybe about the fact that Thaliar just shouted at him to be ready.
He isn't moving or anything, yeah?
No, the dude inside is completely still.
Okay.
He looks like he's about to cast a spell, but he is not moved.
Going to open the door.
You open the door and are immediately greeted with the the other side of the glowing orb.
Can I feel the orb? Like, what does it? What do I think it's made of?
You can roll an Arcana check if you'd like.
I'm just asking, like, magic air question mark.
Definitely seems magical.
If I'm trying to see if it's like a seal versus a shield, would that be Arcana?
Yes, it would. That would be Arcana to see if it was a spell cast by the dude inside or cast on the dude inside.
Oh, there we go.
No,
Ooh,
this
nice.
is definitely a seal. Someone intentionally put this man in a bubble and left him here.
Okay.
And we will come back to that. Reuben,
Yes, sir.
you've got a door there.
Either.
I do. But I also kinda want to go into this room. Why am I drawing to this room up here?
Up to you.
I'm gonna go
Why are
into
you
this
drawing?
room
Okay.
for now. Let me in.
Let me in.
Let me in.
Similarly to this room over here, although not exactly the same, you have the study area with some bookshelves and mini kitchen area and a window.
There's no other doors in here.
There's a door right here on this diagonal wall.
Is there any? Can I roll to see if there's anything useful to me in here?
Yeah.
Before I go into the other door? Yeah, I'm gonna do that before I go into the other door.
Okay.
Skadoosh. I don't see shit.
Yeah. Nothing particularly of use.
Alright, I walk into the door. The
See
Area.
popcorn.
Very thin, almost like closet style bedroom.
Again, is there anything out that I see?
There is a trunk right here. Just as there's a trunk at the end of every bed. But the trunks are generally open. And there's nothing or nothing of value in them.
Alright, I'm gonna leave this room then. And I'm gonna head up to this door.
Okay. And we will get to that on your next turn. Castle is going to enter this room here and look around in it. There is door. Perfect. And if you want to mark some of the last doors on here, there's door, door, window, 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 just a line of windows on this wall. Yep. Let's see here.
Window.
Um,
Window.
I'll go ahead
Are there
and
any
give
more
you
doors on the left side?
corridors.
Oh.
With door,
Whoa.
door,
Wow, that's
window, window, and door. Yeah, that's all from that side. And of course, there's the ring of windows in the wall around here, but you don't need to necessarily mark them if you don't want to.
the ring of windows.
Sure.
There you go.
Perfect. Perfect.
There are your windows.
Oh god, is the wall bleeding? A window?
Door.
He's crying.
Last two. Door and door. Perfect. Yeah, so that's Ruben. Next up is Leonidas.
Huh?
No, it's Poyo.
Oh, is it Poyo?
Yeah.
You're just gonna casually skip me like that, Alan? Wow.
Sorry, you haven't done anything before. No, I'm just kidding.
Got him.
I tried to open the door, and that's all I did.
You attempted to open the door.
The door
Well,
needed
maybe
you.
if I had... Well, maybe if I had Fireball, it would have been easier.
But there's a
Maybe
door
that's
below
true.
you that looks openable.
Oh shit, I opened it.
This room almost looks like a conference room. There are two large, like, wardrobes here. There's some kind, like, half of an arcane sigil is here. It looks, like a dome there. And there's some kind of device that might control it there. And then just, chairs around the table. The table isn't set with anything, and it is covered in a layer of dust and mildew, as is most of everything in here. There's, like, not a single
but-
dry thing.
So there's only dust on the table, right?
Yeah, there's nothing on the table. That's designed.
Okay, I
in
fucking
lazy.
slide onto the table. I just slide on the table. I just slide on the table and get to where the wardrobe is and shit.
Yeah, which one are you doing? Or which one are you going to go to?
I'll go for this one.
Okay, the wardrobe on the left. Are you gonna... What you doing here?
Mm-hmm. I open it. I know, right?
Whoa! Yeah,
Whoa,
you pull
what's
on
the
it,
thing?
and there's
Damn.
absolutely no give. It doesn't open at all.
Ah, I see. It's one of those push-to-open wardrobes. I punch it.
Roll an attack!
I use the knuckles, of course.
Of course.
Let's go. I didn't. I did it.
You successfully punch the wardrobe, but you don't close your fist all the way, so the shield doesn't form, and you're just left shaking your hand. God damn, that fucking hurt. Gotta be more careful with these things.
I give up with that for now and deem that as a bad wardrobe. So I just try the other one and see if that budges.
It does not.
Fuck. Can I punch it?
You sure can.
Come on, let's go. Fuck.
You go to punch, but your hand is already hurting, and just like you make sure you close your fist the whole way, but you're just a little bit ginger about it, and it just doesn't do anything. You're like scared to hurt yourself again.
Do you think I could use my spike to like kind of like put it in between the, I don't know, kind of try to use it like a crowbar, but I don't think
Yeah,
that.
I'll let you try that on your next round.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So now we're on Leo.
Hi, it's me.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey, it's you.
You can like faintly see Gilda on the other side of this dome, and you just heard Valiard like yell out in "Be ready."
I'm gonna see if I can. Can I cast something in the bubble? Can I cast like light inside the bubble and see if it works?
You try to cast it into the bubble. Light has a range of touch.
Is it touch?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yes, touch.
Yeah, I thought it was light, like you touch it and then it glows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. You know what? I'm curious, so I'm just gonna. I don't really have anything that just can appear. I mean, I can use spirit. I can just make a spiritual weapon appear inside. If that works.
Are you gonna go ahead and try to do that?
Yeah, I don't need these spell slots.
Okay, go ahead and mark off that spell slot.
Yeah.
You summon the spiritual weapon, and what do you summon normally? It's like a
my
scythe,
scythe.
right?
Yeah.
You summon it, and it's still a scythe, but it is like it's nowhere near as fancy as what it usually looks like when you summon it. It's like a old, like super utilitarian, almost like an ancient like archaeologist, like something an archaeologist would dig up, kind of site. And it just sits there, frozen. You try to move it.
I can't move it? Damn, okay.
After a couple of seconds, it just kind of flickers and then disappears.
Hey, good to know.
Is it though?
That was a spell slot, so it's going to be all of that.
Yeah.
Which means we're on Valiard. You just took a fucking walloping trying to expend
You're almost
I'm
energy.
very aware. I'm gonna sit down at the table.
You sit down, and I need you to roll your choice of a d4, a d6, a d8, a d10, a d12, a d20, a d100, or a d3712.
Yo, I think he's dead, guys.
Rip.
Time to get a new.
2401.
Oh.
Yeah. So an odd number.
Did you just pick a random number?
Yeah. Any even number would work.
Oh.
Poyo, what's your passive perception?
Oh god.
A 12.
Yeah, that's enough to notice the plates of food suddenly float past behind you through that open door.
I tried
As
to
they just
I tried
kind
to
of
catch
float
them.
along this hallway around the kind of circle here and land at the setting in front of Baliard. And the flask pours him a glass of what looks like whiskey.
Yeah, that's what he needs. A drink.
The food looks good.
I'm gonna
Like
take a drink.
Like a medium rare steak.
Oof. I'm gonna take a drink.
Do you consume the meal?
I consume the meal and the drink.
Okay. We will come back to what that does to you in about 10 minutes, which is about how long it'll take to eat.
Okay. See you guys next week.
That's how long the session.
Yes.
You're up. What you doing?
I really don't think that we should pop it.
I don't think we can pop it, to be honest. Not with what we have.
I mean, I think we can pop it. I just don't think that we should. Because it
To be
seems
honest,
like
I
this
don't
was
think-
cast on this person. So it seems more like a seal than like a shield.
So what, a dispel magic of some sort, or?
I mean, it's definitely magic, but I'm like,
What if we hit it enough times, they'll just pop? Is that what you think?
yeah.
I can be honest, I
But-
don't think hitting it multiple times is gonna do much good. But we could try. Unless we want to wait for everyone else to get here, because this seems rather important.
I'm going to. I'm gonna poke it with my halberd.
Roll an attack. "11 hits. The halberd kind of sinks in a little bit to the magic, and then just kind of is forcefully ejected. And you take a moment to make sure you hold on to the halberd, because it's violently pushed back. It doesn't seem to have any effect on, as Poyo called it in the chat, the magic zit.
I'm going to. Which way is the guy facing?
He's facing Leonidas.
Can I try and do like a history check to see if I could because I assume this is some kind of school of magic that I don't know how ancient it was or was not. But would I be able to distinguish from the clothes? Like, is this a headmaster? Was it like an intruder?
Sure, go ahead and roll.
History.
The robes are definitely fancy. Blues with gold trims. And as you're looking in, you can kind of see a spell book kind of hovering in front of where he's preparing to cast with both hands. There's a spell book hovering in front of him. And he's got kind of like a golden circlet around his head as well.
So not bad guy vibes.
I will send an image in the Discord. And repeat you all. Upload file.
Almost world.
There you go. There's an image for you.
That is indeed. a
Now I'm not
TNT.
sure.
That's what he looks like. And since I found the image first and did the description second, that's actually what he looks like.
Can I try and like read over his shoulder and like figure out like what the book is?
You assume that it's a spellbook of some kind. You can't quite like see over his shoulder enough to figure out. Like you can't read it from your position. You might have to climb on top of the dome in order to do that.
Hey Leonidas, can you give me a boost?
Yeah, I can get over there, or you can come over this side.
Oh, yeah. Or, I guess I've been moving around the side.
Hello.
So yeah. So Leonidas, can you give me a boost to like get on top of it?
I'll try. With my 0 strength.
I mean, I'm already pretty tall on my own.
Alright, I'll try to boost Gilda up.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead
Leo
and
dies.
roll a athletics check with advantage.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
7
Yeah,
11.
that's enough. Gilda, you're now on like spread eagle on top of the dome. And
Yes.
the surface is perfectly smooth, so you're like having to balance very carefully. And you can't quite stand up on top of the dome because your head would bonk the ceiling.
Yeah.
Honk.
But yeah, definitely looks to be a spellbook of some kind.
I assume I would. I don't know. I can cast spells, so would I kind of would I be able to like be like, ah, yes, this is indeed. I don't know what
The
is
spells
arcane
that you
ancient
cast
lore
are
primordial?
not necessarily of the same source or even close. You have no idea what to make of this. A wizard would probably know.
Probably.
That'll be enough for your turn.
Yeah.
Actually, I tell you what. Let's go through everyone else for like the next 10 minutes so that we can get to what happens with Valiard, and then we'll end after what happens with Valiard. And for the purposes of, we'll say you finish exploring the entire rest of the area that you can, I will just hit reveal all.
No, my door insignias mean nothing now.
Oh, look! The Patreon of the Patreon.
Yeah. If you see any, like, interesting items or, like, places that you want to go take a look at, any of you just go ahead.
Oh, what's
I
this right
do.
here?
I want to go into where
Do I find
Kettle's
any
at.
sandals?
Well, we'll start with Poyo. You were trying to wedge open the wardrobe. Roll an athletics check with advantage.
Ah,
Nope,
13.
not enough to overcome the arcane mod.
Oh yeah, can I think I had the idea to use my spike as some sort of crowbar.
Yeah, that's what gave you advantage.
Can I try to do that?
No,
Oh,
using the spike as
damn.
a crowbar was what gave you advantage. Leonidas, that room
Oh.
looks like some kind of testing chamber or some form of automaton. Roll a history check.
Oh boy. Oh boy, 21.
This
You
is
die.
what you would assume, based on what you can see of the automaton's construction, and it is currently encased in like an octahedron of water. A D8, if you will. But this is absolutely one of the earliest designs of the Warforged. This would put the ruins maybe anywhere from maybe like 200 years after the War of Creation up to maybe about 100 years after the Big Year Wars. Anywhere in that about 200-year range.
Oh.
These are pretty fucking old. As Owen has said, a long ass fucking time ago. To put
Is
it in
there like a
perspective,
pedestal in
for
front of
you,
me?
since you know campaign 1, both of those time period, like that entire time period, is all at least 300 years before the events of campaign 1.
Okay. Okay.
Which was 500 years before now. So this is anywhere between 800 to 1,000 years old.
Alright. What's this thing in front of me though? Is that like a pedestal or some kind?
It looks to be some kind of like stone control system. Like I said, this looks like a testing chamber for it.
Can I start messing with controls? Is there like something I can do on the tablet there?
Do you want to spend your 10 minutes on that?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Spending the 10 minutes, you figure out that this automaton, it wouldn't be right to call it a warforged, given that it has not even the capability of sentience. But this automaton is not capable of leaving the octahedron of water, but you figure out how to move its arms and legs and manipulate its fingers and make it turn and look around and this and that, and like all of the motor control. So if you could figure out a way to release it from its prism, you could walk it around at least the grounds as long as you were standing here at the controls to do it.
Alright.
There's no way to see out of its eyes that you can figure out. But presumably if you had some guidance, you could pilot it around the compound if you freed it.
Alright, I would like him to do a dance. I would like him dance.
Okay, you make him dance for the last minute and a half.
Wait. It's a terrible dance.
It's a very terrible dance.
He's hip flossing.
Yeah.
He's
No.
flossing
Oh my
violently.
I could have, Alan. I could have attempted to give him Portent to get one better.
No, you can't see him.
No.
They're still eating.
Oh.
Stuff in your face.
In what world does it take 10 minutes to eat?
Huh?
It's a very chewy steak.
Nothing.
I mean, it's a whole ass, like, meal.
Alan, I challenge you to time me.
It's a feat.
Saliard is not a speed eater the way you are.
Are you sure about that?
Saliard is not trying to be a speed eater the way you are.
Thaliar doesn't really have a reason to right now, anyway.
So that's Leonidas. Poyo, 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That's all I need. I fucking Eldritch Blast both of the doors.
Okay.
Or at least, I Eldritch Blast per door
Roll your
of
attack.
the wardrobe. Boom, boom.
The second one manages to pop that one open. And the wardrobe opens and a skeleton, no, I'm just kidding. Inside you see some like old robes. They look like wizard's robes. You haven't seen the guy in the orb, but they're of a general similar make. There's blue with gold trim. There's blue with orange trim. There's black with silver trim. And then there's a black with blue trim. And then a plain blue, and then a plain black. In that order. Seems to be some kind of hierarchy.
All of that for fucking sleepwear. I mean,
Rifle
all of
through
that
the
for
pockets
pajamas.
Of the sleepwear and pajamas, and you find 12 platinum and 82 gold.
Ooh. Rich pajamas.
You gonna try again to pop the other one open?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Eldritch Blast!
Yep.
I think I hit
Line
it.
up on the attack. Pops open. The same assortment of robes.
More pajamas.
Different sizes. There's also a set of black half plate armor hung up in here. That looks like it has some runes on it in red, and that's just like laid on the floor. It's not hung up properly or anything. It looks like it was intentionally.
It just kind of.
But not very well because you find it automatically.
Immediately pick it up because it kind of hit my curiosity in a way. Because runes.
You pick it up and you
Eldritch Sight.
immediately feel like you need to vomit.
I vomit. I tried to aim in. I tried to aim in the armor.
You vomit into the armor. The urge
I then
doesn't go
Eldritch
away.
Sight. Oh, I keep doing it, seeing if I ever get satisfied. Just seeing if I ever
You
goes
spend
away.
the next 10 minutes vomiting into a suit of armor.
Fuck. Fuck. Alan, I am excited to see what the fuck the runes are. What enchantment shit.
There's abjuration, evocation, necromancy, and illusion.
Oh, I see why that's making me throw up. I can't wait to get Sally on this.
Ruben,
Yeah.
the room that you are currently in that Hetzel had looked through, you see, it appears to be a classroom. Again, chairs but no desks. And in the center of the room, there is a glass case with what looks to be some form of primitive arcane homunculus inside.
What the fuck is that?
Look up the word homunculus.
Okay.
Never watched Full Metal Alchemist, huh?
That's a monkey.
It is not.
Oh wait, I see the monkey now.
Oh
see the
God,
monkey.
that's fucking ugly.
looks at a stick of dynamite.
No, it does. It does
Monkey!
not look like that.
Wait, are you?
Double check.
Wait, are you sure it doesn't look like this?
Choo choo.
Jeez. Monkey.
That's the exact picture I was looking at.
No one gets to see that again.
So, like, is it alive?
It doesn't appear to be moving. It's essentially like a small, misshapen, humanoid-ish, construct made of what looks to be like blades.
Is there
and
any-
of course, there's the teacher's desk behind it.
Is there anything in the teacher's desk?
Do you
Teacher deck.
try to open it up?
Oh, I didn't know if Ketzel already opened it up.
Oh, I mean, you could ask him.
Hey, Ketzel,
Yeah.
have you looked in this teacher's desk yet? Or
Well, you found those rooms on the other desk, and I figured I'd look in the same spot, and there they were. Not much of interest. A little bit of money, though.
all right. Is there any other thing that catches my eye in this room?
Not necessarily that catches your eye. There's that strange, like, doormat, that you see, the circular doormat right beneath where your character token is. And then there's the cabinets that are behind the teacher's desk on the wall there. But other than that, that's pretty much everything in the room. This just looks like a classroom on alchemy and maybe conjuration magic.
I mean, I'll pick up the doormat to see if there's, like, anything under it, or...
It's a doormat.
Nothing necessarily under it except a puddle of water, and the doormat sags and, like, drips as you pick it up.
Ew. I'm gonna just put that back. Can I go check out the cabinets behind the teacher's desks?
Yeah. They're all open. Again, nothing necessarily of value, just various, like, arcane components. Stuff that you would find in a component pouch.
Alright. And...
Ketzel kind of notices you. There was one thing that I saw that I didn't necessarily want to mess with without asking maybe some of the other members of the group. Given that we're new here.
Yeah.
I don't know what to There is a grave outside.
A grave. Huh.
I guess he really hit
Okay.
rock bottom.
Why don't I
Walks over to it.
I'm gonna follow him. Can I is there a name on the grave?
Roll a words check. There
Lovely.
is writing on the headstone. But it's written in a language that you don't understand. But you do see, like, the grave is, like, partially dug up, and there's a skeleton just clinging to a shovel, just collapsed against the side of the gravestone there.
Hmm.
You can see the first hints of the casket revealed.
Is the
based on where it's
casket,
been dug
like,
up.
is the casket still closed? Does it look like it's been open?
It is still closed. You can only see like one corner of it. There's not. You would have to dig more in order to open it up.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should tell the others about this. I don't like the look of that. I really don't. And I point to the skeleton, holding the shovel.
Well, I'm never too hasty to make assumptions, but grave robbing is typically reprehensible. I mean, that is kind of what we're doing here. The graves of an ancient, long-lost empire. But
True.
I would absolutely advise caution whenever humanoid remains are involved. Especially
Yeah.
given that half the world is under the control of a lich right now.
Why don't you just stay put and I will run and go grab the rest of the party. The rest of the group.
Sounds
just-
like a plan to me.
Yeah, and I start like running back into this way.
Gilda, was there anything else that you wanted to do? Just real quick, we're wrapping up here.
Yeah, no, I wanted to, like... I want to pop this open. So I'm gonna do Shield of... Yeah, I think Shield of Faith. Yeah, Shield of Faith on me.
Okay.
So that I can eat shit a little bit less. And I'm going to, like, full engage, like, ton of fire,
Beat the fuck
whole
out
arm.
of the dome.
Yeah, just
Boom,
beat the
boom,
fuck
boom,
out of the
boom.
dome. But I want to not be in front of them, because I don't want to know what that spell is. I don't want to find out the
I can
hard
tell
way.
you
Let me
if
put
you
it
want.
that. Do you know what spell he was gonna cast?
Me? Yes.
Darkness. He casts
Um,
darkness.
Yeah, after maybe about a minute and a half of banging on this dome, you get the sense that this isn't gonna work. Roll an Arcana check.
Nice. Another 3 nat. Another nat 1.
It's magic. Probably takes magic to get rid of magic, right? That's all you get from that one.
I don't assume that Wrathful Smite would help me at all.
No, you don't.
You're
You do not assume
underwater. Ooh.
What do you mean I do not assume?
Like you wouldn't get any information about whether or not Wrathful Smite would help based on your role.
Cool, can I Wrathful Smite?
You sure can. Go ahead and burn the spell slot.
Yep.
No effect. Is there anything else?
I want to try Command.
Okay.
Let me read through Command again.
Okay. Meanwhile, we'll get to Saliard. Saliard, as you finish eating the meal, you feel satisfied and full and well rested. You gain the benefits of a long rest.
Hey. Okay.
Hey.
Slash roll 2d20. Hey. Nice.
As you
Yeah.
kind of stand up from your sitting, the Erlenheimer flask kind of goes back into a deactivated state. And what leftovers that you had disappear, and the dishes are clean again.
Huh. That is certainly different.
And come to a solid conclusion.
Yeah, I don't think that Command would work because, like, they're clearly frozen in one form or another.
Yes.
I don't suppose that I could. I don't think that's a good idea. I was gonna say, can I put water in there to drown him? But I don't know if we want to kill him or not.
Well, we can go ahead and end the session here if you guys would like, and resume with you guys regrouping in the middle to talk about what you guys found out this session. Or if you guys want to go ahead and group up in the middle and have a conversation and regroup and kind of act as a party again, that's up to you. But either way, I'm going to say that you
I kind of
guys
low-key want to
group
check
up
out
to
that
discuss
one.
everything that you found and share information.
I want to do that at the start of next week just because I have early start tomorrow. So
That's
I
good
need to
me
go.
if it's good for everyone else.
Yeah, it's good to stop here.
We will begin next session with
Yeah.
whatever you guys remember of what you found out this week. Thank you
Pajamas.
for watching us in
And
the
a
future
vomiting
and literally
armor.
no one else. And
It's gonna be way in the future because it's gonna be a while since I'll be able to add again.
Yep, that's true because Tyler's computer fucking broke it. But anyways, in conclusion,